All right, this is Daytime Today. I'm James Lott Jr., JLJ Media. So I'm going to read what Nicholas Chavez wrote to the fans, and then we're going to go from there. Here we go. This is in his words. He made a post and he wrote this. So here we go. Quote, I'm so appreciative of the opportunity that GH gave me, and I wouldn't be as busy as I am professionally if it weren't for the talented producers, writers, directors, and fellow actors. Frank Valentini is a mentor and a friend, and we've had some pretty extensive conversations about my future on the show. While there are no current plans for me to return, we're still talking very openly about future possibilities for Spencer and Port Charles. Beyond the people I already mentioned, I want to take some time to thank and honor the GH fan base, especially the Sprina fans, who must be he put in capitals, most loyal and kind fan base in the universe of entertainment. Words fail to show the depth of my gratitude. Thank you. I love you all very, very much. End quote. So that's what he wrote. Let me tell you, I thought that was the classiest, most wonderful response. It's so well written and so well said. I'm very amazed. I love it. I'm like, this is how you do it. This is how you still honor the fan base and you honor their feelings. This is still how you, while you have moved on to some other projects, you acknowledge that General Hospital helps you get to these other projects. It honors General Hospital, and also leaves it open. So I've been seeing stuff online, folks speculating stuff and writing things that aren't true and all this stuff. And I'll just tell you something. I personally think that was great. I don't know if he came up with this whole statement by himself or he had help or whatever. But whoever told him or said to him, okay, we got to come up with something really cool, that was exactly it. I give it a 10 out of 10. That was good. Very good, Nicholas. So good. And I'll tell you, I've met him obviously several times, interviewed him, met him, was there when the banner flew. And he's an extraordinary young man. I can tell you for a fact, he is amazed by the fan base of Sprina and Sprina Nation. Him and Tabiana both are. I know that for a fact. And I saw it in their eyes. I saw it in their hearts. I see it. Anybody who has a fan base, it's like, and I know that person have a fan base. I know how it feels when your fans pour love into you, and you guys have poured love into them. So I'm sure he appreciates that. Number two, he's a talented guy. And since now he's part of the Ryan Murphy universe, which is usually very successful, and the show that he's going to be doing, or he's doing right now, is picked up for 2 seasons so far. So who knows? But he is busy with that, and who else knows what else. But we know it's a soap world. This is soap land. They could easily work out something. It could be short term to close a story or an appearance. Anything. He's right. Anything could possibly happen. They could also recast the role of Spencer at some point. Maybe they're taking their time. But either way, I agree with all of you. I've been out there. I've been in some of the Twitter or X, what do you call that thing? Spaces. I've talked to a few of you out there. I've seen it. I agree with you. The Trina part of Sprina shall not be forgotten. She needs to have storyline. She needs to continue be a thriving member of General Hospital, other than Joss's best friend. And some folks were coming to me, they're like, "Oh, why are they so upset? And what's going on? And why is my?" And this is what I gather, and I understand this. I'm obviously Black, and I totally get it. I'm a soap opera watcher. I get why some folks are really just tied, especially Black women who are General Hospital fans. The things that I've heard them say, with some of the spaces, are hilarious. Hilarious in the way you guys talk. That some of the things you come up with, the shade is real. Love it. But also hear the raw emotion. And some of the takeaways that I have are Black women have been a large audience for soap opera. That's just a fact. All of us had grannies and grandmas and aunties who watched soaps when we were kids. and many of us got into soaps because of them. That's not a mystery. Some shows had higher fan bases than others of black people, black women especially. Um, and what they're feeling is that in 2024, they're tired of not seeing their own faces reflected on their shows in a lead capacity. What does that mean? Meaning they have the equal opportunity of storylines as their white counterparts. I just want to get it. They just want to see themselves represented. They want to make sure that Trina doesn't go into the background because now she doesn't have a man. They don't want to see the Ashford family dissipate. That is a new regime. They're tired of this. We'll give you a little something, but take it all away. Give you a little something, take it all away. They're tired of it. Other genres, other streaming services and nighttime shows are very diverse now. It's getting very diverse, where we're seeing equal parts and amazing storylines. Daytime seems to be the last bastion of that for some reason. I don't understand either. I don't either. And it sounds to me that the segment of the population is like, we're tired. We've given our hearts and our viewing time for decades, and we're not being seen and heard. I totally get it. Totally get it. Totally get it. And they're fed up. And they're trying to stick to it. And they're trying to come up with ways to be heard. This newer regime, I'm giving it time. It's only been a month. I'm giving it some time. I'm going to open arms, see what happens. But I get their trepidation. And I also get this couple that they've worked so hard to fall in. They've fallen in love with them. Not hard to fall, but they fell in love with them, worked so hard to support. You know, life happens and the industry happens, and now that couple is gone. You have to allow people to mourn the loss. When I always share a story. I mean, a lot of people know I'm a huge Christian Alfonso fan from Days of Our Lives Hope. I'll never forget the first time in 1990 when Hope was over the vat of acid and she disappears. Bo was trying to save her. She's gone. Now, we didn't have social media and stuff. So I thought, she'll be back in a few days. Of course, they did this and whatever. Then it was reported she's off the show. Bo and Hope. I mean, I started watching Days because of them. At that point, it was like 8 years I had invested in the 7 years I've invested in this couple. I was devastated, cried. I was crying, devastated over a couple. I did, totally upset. And then I saw her on Falcon Crest. So then she moved on to other stuff, and I followed her along. But just it was one of those things where like you have to allow people to feel sad about a couple being ripped apart, no matter if it's for business or real life, something happens or whatever, it doesn't matter. Sprina Nation was into this couple, and now they're not a couple right now because one of the characters was assumed dead. So it's okay to let them feel the emotions they feel. Trust me, we had couples we did. So I do these shows to share some insight people who are like maybe like I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. I'm trying to kind of give you a little insight to what some people may be feeling in a situation when it comes to the soap operas. We have them 5 days a week. They're in our lives. They are as part of Americana. So I understand. But Nicholas Chavez, he's a talented actor. I wish him the best out there and whatever happens for him. And like the rest of you, I'll be watching our girl Tabian and see what they offer her. I'm James Lott Jr. Daytime Today is on all streaming service platforms. We're also on all social media platforms at Daytime Today. We'll see you next time.